Vincent French, age 81, has suffered for years from chronic knee pain resulting from an athletic injury.
My left knee was injured playing football many years ago. I had to be very careful how I walk, very careful stepping on a curb, up a curb, walking up steps and things like that. And if I didn't do it, if I didn't take my time doing it, I'd have tremendous pain in my left knee.
He is a patient that I treat for a variety of things, but one particular problem he had was severe osteoarthritis in his knee. And he had been to an orthopedist and had x-rays and MRI, and it showed completely bone on bone, which means the bone was just, didn't have any joint left, and it was just causing constant pain.
I've been to many surgeons, orthopedic surgeons, and they all recommended that I have a knee replacement, which I just don't want to do. I've had my knee scoped several times. And then I met Dr. Bach, and he introduced me to this Ondamed.
Interestingly enough, the first couple of treatments he had no progress. He just didn't feel anything bad, nothing good. And I think on the fourth or fifth, he came in and he was much better.
I can walk normal, I can go upstairs. I cut the grass behind a walking lawnmower, and I have no pain whatsoever.
And he hasn't had the joint replacement, and he's been doing fine.
And I would recommend you try it before you go into any major surgery, as a knee replacement, as a hip replacement, or anything else. Try this.
It's touched my life, and if it has touched my life, I know it's going to touch many other people's lives. And when I first was introduced to the Ondamed, it was something totally new. And when my son at the same time was diagnosed with a thrombus in the heart, and we were not successful in treating it with Coumadin, he had had open heart surgery at the age of 2, and he was 5 at the time when they discovered the clot in the heart, which was 1 centimeter in diameter. At the same time, I was introduced to the Ondamed. So as we were not successful with the Coumadin, and the doctors at Children's Hospital in Boston were considering open heart surgery once again, I took a look at the Ondamed, and I was just trained on it, and I thought maybe I should give it a try. And before I did so, I took my son down to Westchester Medical Center to see that there was no interaction, no interference with the pacemaker that he has. And the cardiologist confirmed that there was no problem, there was no interference when I introduced this electromagnetic field into his body. So here I was, free to go. And after 3 sessions on the Ondamed, and I went through the kidney frequencies, and not so much the heart frequencies, but more other organs that came up. After 3 sessions, he responded very positively to the Coumadin, and he became actually therapeutic with taking Coumadin. His coagulation became normal. And after 3 months of treating him with Ondamed and the Coumadin, the clot was only 1/3 of the size, which was so amazing. And the doctors at Children's Hospital, they said, "What did you do?" So I said, well, I combined it. Coumadin on its own did not work. There were some interferences where the body could just not absorb that medication, but introducing Ondamed helped my son to potentially have avoided open heart surgery. So that's when I bonded with Ondamed, and ever since that day, ever since that time, I have made it a mission to affect many people's lives. And when you affect one patient, you affect the whole family, and when you affect the whole family, you affect the families around them. So it's been a very rewarding task to take on.
While traditional medicine focuses on symptoms, Ondamed addresses the underlying problems.
I just think when someone has, severe pain, severe arthritis, the body is really dysregulated. So by regulating that, you helped heal tissue, you helped decrease pain, and you helped healing. We in integrative medicine have more things like acupuncture, nutrition, building up the body. I think the Ondamed is significant because it's a further step where you're able to tap into the body, what's going on in the body, that's manifest in symptoms, but really is regulating the body below those symptoms. So you don't even have to really use the symptoms, because the machine will balance them. You'll be able to figure out where the blocks are in the body, and you'll be able to do an input on the body, and the symptoms will go away. So the symptoms no longer have to guide you as to what's wrong. It's all happening in the electricity and the electro frequency disturbances in the body that you're picking up and altering.